We got 94.4 in here next, and kind of the blue Cape bear with the big yeggs and the big feet. Kind of a different colored one for sure, but you can see how stout featured this thing is on camera. He's got huge legs and big feet to go with it. Just wait for this guy to get comfortable and cock off. You're darn sure not going to be disappointed. I think one that reads kind of as a middleweight hog for me, or maybe even a light heavy brand, just from a feeding window standpoint. He does have a little more frame size, but is still just as bulky and just as wide and stout as some of those ones that we saw there earlier. I think a very, very good one for sure.
Yeah, lot 20, blue buckle, next in tension, and yeah, just like we've been seeing out of these blue buckles, gigantic rear leg, clean joints, fresh looking kind of a pigs. And I'll agree with Bryce. He isn't going to be the biggest one, but he does have that frame now. Great bodied, good shape. Like a lot of things about him.
Yeah, and I mean, I can't really stress enough as we talk about making them stout featured and elevated and those things. They're not sacrificing anything here, Brant. I mean, they're not getting them tall shouldered and extended up front and making them straight shouldered. They're not making them big legged and getting them coarse jointed. They're getting the best of both worlds, the hybrid vigor, if you will. This one's darn sure long enough on either end of his skeleton and still got a big hind leg to go with it. That thing's got a very long hip and a level tail head, and just his shape and muscle pattern from behind are so good. I think one that's flexible and can get his heel past his tail head or testicles there, however you want to put it. I think a build hog that has muscle and darn sure has future.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, we haven't talked much about hogs that, the shape and the slope to their shoulder up front, but his blades push back awesome, like in a lot of these. And you'd think being that good looking, maybe he'd need a nickel more chest, but he don't. He's really opened up as he drives right at you there, and good kind of a pig.
Yeah, Darren's getting him propped up from the side, and that's one of his better views. A lot of these blue buckles, and if you've ever seen him or a picture of him, that thing is stout and moderate and big-legged, and you think that, man, he probably doesn't sire just a whole bunch of look. Either Darren's got really good-looking sows, which I know he does, and that hog sires way more look than probably he looks like in person. But, man, I like this one a bunch. Got a cool color pattern, definitely be memorable from that regard. Props up nicely from the side as you see him.
Yeah, I got a star next to him.